Representative Mike Sanders welcoming us into his Capitol office. Representative Sanders, thanks for coming on MyLegislator.tv.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity and look forward to getting this last week done.
I can understand that. It's been a busy session for you guys, but some exciting things for your Kingfisher area and all of western Oklahoma has transpired. Let's talk about that.
Okay, well, I tell you what, when we had our budget agreements, one of the things that I really worked on was the fact that, we have to have a rural voice, a voice for western Oklahoma. I campaigned on that, and I'm true to my word. And one of the things that we worked towards this week especially, dealing with the budget, are REAP grants, and those are rural economic grants that fund fire trucks and fire stations and community centers or nursing homes. And when the House leadership and the Senate leadership had those in their budgets and went to the governor's office for final sign-off and whatnot, they were taken out. So we, as rural legislators, we wanted to make sure that we put those REAP grants back into the budget. And under the leadership of Ken Miller and Senator Mike Johnson on the Senate side, we were able to put $14.6 million back into the REAP program. And boy, I tell you what, that money out there is absolutely critical for infrastructure, for everything along those lines. That's one of the biggest and most proud things that we have done, and I'm very, very excited that we were able to get this taken care of.
Well, as is the case for most legislation, it's actually kind of a battle and a fight for the things that the most people feel are important. So you had to go into that office and really make a strong voice for your case.
Absolutely we did. And the thing about it is, us folks that live out west or anywhere in rural Oklahoma, we come to Oklahoma City or Tulsa and spend money on goods and services, cars. We buy appliances and whatnot. So we're putting money here. It doesn't get back out there. So this was just a little bit of piece of the pie. It's crucial. A lot of the areas out there just don't have the money to fund fire stations and departments and things along those lines, rural police departments, and you bet. We stuck to our guns. We got it done. I'm very proud about that.
And talk a little bit about the word grant, because so often we hear about that, and as everyday people, we think, okay, well, that's money available, and then we go on down the road and forget about it because we don't know the process. How does this money actually get into the communities to help out?
What it does, it's actually boots on the ground type money, for lack of a better word. Basically, each community applies. They go through certain organizations, Department of Commerce or whatever the case might be, for fire trucks, for police cars, and it's actually grant money. It's not money that you pay back, and it's a crucial tool for the livelihood and the type of health and care and whatnot out for western Oklahoma.
So if I live in a community, say, of 200 to 1,000 people, and perhaps we need another police car, or we don't even have a fire truck and we really need one, do we get on the phone and call your office? How do we start?
Well, I'll tell you what, that's what I would do, because a lot of people are unaware of the process. To follow up on your first question, they're unaware. When I worked at the Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C. under President Bush, I worked for rural development, and there was so much money, grant and loans that basically made the quality of life, made rural Oklahoma or rural America on a even playing field with urban America and urban cities, because it's one of those things that a lot of people are unaware of, and if they're unaware of, they don't know that money's out there, and if they don't know about it, someone else is going to snatch it up, and then they're going to be left with their hands in their pockets. Right. So basically the process, start with our office, call your local senator, call your local House member, and we can direct you in the right direction, because it's imperative that we need this money out there just to be on an even playing field. And again, it goes back to a quality of life issue. And most people love living in a small community, and then they'll drive 45 minutes to the big city for work. But then they want to escape. They want to go back home. Better schools, in my opinion, neighbors, everyone watches after each other. Again, just a better quality of life.
Yes, Representative Sanders, just like in our line of work, we're the experts, whether we're designing airplanes here in the city or even selling appliances. And sometimes when we get home, we don't have time to figure all that stuff out. You're the expert in this, and we need to call Representative Sanders to make these things happen.
Absolutely, I concur 100%.
So let's get it done. Let's get some of these funds out in western Oklahoma. Representative Sanders, thank you very much for all your efforts.
Thank you very much.